Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Arkansas Razorbacks taking on the #1 team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia take it deep to get things started for the first time today. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Jackson will throw. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Still running at the 40. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Razorbacks are rolling down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. After run, now throw. Wiggles free. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Bulldogs offense has its first opportunity of the day. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Turns it on in midfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's gotten the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
This This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
From the gun, running back on the move. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals, and the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
The give to the left side. Running with power. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Jackson going to throw it. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Yeah, but some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quick completion on the out route. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Buys a little extra time. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Low man wins, and he just smashed him. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
2nd and 10 here. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker bragged that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. Oh, he missed it. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jackson will throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. He'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's White. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Looking down the middle. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Made the play on the pick. Was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. It's complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. He makes the connection. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. strikes the blow. It's loose. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on second down. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And backed up, first and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. The official says no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Razorbacks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. They'll run play action. Trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. On the move, he fires. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Bulldozes it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Caught over the middle. It's Tuggle. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Got it in the middle. It's Hendricks. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The play action fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Touch pass on the run. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense.
Continues to fight for yards. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Give to the back. He breaks a tackle. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Might as well stick with him. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. He just broke the century mark, 100 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They're going to test the right side with this one. Got enough space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia. That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Caught. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
Fires to the big fella. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Jackson gonna throw it. Quick strike complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Razorbacks are marching down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He'll just keep slinging it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. The Razorbacks in the hurry up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Offense lining up quickly.
So frustrating as a defense because you got the offense in 3rd down. You're in a situation now where you can get off the field if somebody just makes a play, but you let the quarterback escape. And then beyond all that, you can't even get a good hit on him because he slides to protect himself.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Running it to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
To the air on first down. Coming after him. And they got him for the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. Trying play action. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Dogs! And the stomping has commenced. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Oklahoma is down right now, and that's unusual for this program. Those fans in Norman expect excellence. Let's see if they can provide the spark this team needs. They're trailing by 10 to UConn. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll throw it on first down. Getting nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on second and long from the 6. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game, Phil, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's White. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
Now the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And how about this confidence in their field goal kicker? They're going to pat him on the butt and say, go give us 3, big fella. What a disappointment. No good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Quarterback checking the play. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off, and the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
They've got the screen set up. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a